Hey, welcome back to the Prosperity Alchemist channel. I'm David Wong, and we're going to go over the first three levels of the prosperity pyramid very quickly so you get an overview of what is covered in this series. So let's go to look at number one, level number one. So level one is the life force flow. So how to enhance your life force. In the middle, we have a diagram of the flower of life. The flower of life is based on sacred geometry. Everything on the planet, everything is on the universe is based on this flower of life geometry. Everything in nature is based on this pattern. Now, this pattern is actually a special flower of life. You won't find this anywhere because people say, well, there's something wrong with your flower of life because it's not symmetrical. Well, the reason it's not symmetrical because we have a special algorithm to calculate a flower of life that has a differential. Now, to look at flower petals, it's not symmetrical. If you look at corals, it's not completely symmetrical. So nature itself is not completely symmetrical. Why is that? It's because there is a flow of energy. And wherever there is a differential, let's say you have something high and something low, then in order to have, that is what creates any kind of movement, any kind of energy, is you need to have a differential. You need to have a negative and a positive in order to create any kind of flow, okay? So that's what this diagram is. Now, in order to build your life force, instead of talking about how to get more energy, how to get more, how to study Qigong, how to practice Qigong, how to raise your Qi, which is basically what this is about also, why not first stop all the draining and negative programming? So you see on the left here, it says negative programming and drain. So imagine you're filling a bathtub with water. You don't want to fill up a bathtub that has a whole bunch of holes in it. You just waste money, waste time, and waste resources, waste your energy, and waste water. Okay, so first let's plug up all those drains of life flow that could be happening to you. So frequencies, music, EMFs, all these is based on frequencies, audible frequencies, visible frequencies, and non-audible, non-visible frequencies. Okay, but you can certainly feel them. Low life force food, stress, unhealthy lifestyle, negative people, negative environment. So those are drains. The list goes on. There's probably a lot more things on that list that cause drain, and you can probably think of what those are. So once you plug those holes, then you can start to amplify by exposing yourself to positive frequencies, positive music, positive EMFs. Yes, there's positive EMFs that you can have. There's a technology I can show you that I'm using that really enhances your positive EMF energy. Okay, so, and then supplements, high life force food, meditation, martial arts, positive people, positive environment. So that's level one of how you can start generating life force, generating Qi in your life by doing those things. So let's look at number two. All right, so level number two is your life force engine. How to harmonize your mind, body, heart, and spirit. So yes, this is like an engine. And in order for any kind of engine to run properly, it has to be tuned. Okay, for example, like in a car, a combustion engine, you have pistons. Now, if the pistons are not lined up and not timed properly, then basically pistons are going to go against each other and the car is not going to go anywhere and you're just going to wreck your engine. Okay, same thing goes with your mind and body. Okay, if you have your pistons and your mind and body, spirit and heart firing that's not synced up, then you're just going to wreck it. And you're just going to waste energy, waste your life force, okay, that you generated in level one. Okay, so how do you balance your internal, external, your mind, body, heart, and spirit? Okay, well, it starts with emptying your mind, aligning your chakras, connecting chakras, which means connecting your body to your mind to your heart, and your mind to your spirit. So those are things that you need to all connect together in one line, just like the chakras, so that you can basically create a very strong projector. Imagine that you're like an antenna, and the antenna, there's energy going up and down this antenna in your body, okay, that goes up and down. Now, what happens if your antenna, it goes in a zigzag? Then it's not very efficient, is it? Okay, so the reason we want to align it straight up and down is so that there's no resistance, and so that it goes just, becomes a more efficient antenna, and becomes a more powerful and more effective way to communicate to your higher self, communicate to God, communicate to the universe, and so on. Okay, so how to circulate chi, how to have relaxed awareness, and breath control. So those are some things that we'll cover in level 2 of what you can do to harmonize your mind, body, heart, and spirit. Okay, and then how to activate your chi, electric, and magnetic. So chi is, I'm going to show you, is based on actually electromagnetism in your body, and also based on actually a little bit more than that, but for the most part, it's electromagnetism. So let me show you how to increase the power of your engine and increase your manifestation ability, because this is what it is, right? Because when you're, like I said, you're an antenna, and the stronger the projection of the antenna, the stronger the, let's say, the reach or the cell phone range, so to speak, of your antenna, then the more power you have towards your manifestation abilities. Now, let me show you this new software and this new technology that I've been using that helps you to kind of visualize what I'm talking about. All right, so here's some new technology that I've been using. It's called the GDV camera. And what it does is it takes pictures of your aura with your hands. We all have an aura field, whether you believe it or not. We all have an energy field. And for a long time, people said, oh, that's bullshit, it doesn't exist. But now we can scientifically prove and measure this aura field. And people say, well, it's pseudoscience, not real science. It's pseudoscience, right? You can't believe in that crap, right? So, well, first of all, what is science? Science is needs 3 type criteria. Number 1, has to be duplicatable. Number 2, has to be repeatable. Number 3, has to be quantifiable, has to be measurable. Okay, well, this is it, okay? Let me show you. So, for example, I've been doing some training, and as you can see here, okay, so what this does is it measures your energy fields, your chakras, your balance, and then your energy scan. It shows you your health status and energy reserves. So if you want to know whether you have a strong life force, if you have your chi is low or high, and whether your engine is running properly, life force engine, then this is exactly what you need to take a snapshot of that to see what's going on. Okay, so here you can see an energy field. For example, you can see it's all around the body. There's a left view, there's a right view. Okay, and then when there's a spark, that means there is some extra activity there. Ideally, you want something that's very even without too many sparks and very full. Okay, and let's see chakras. It also shows you the chakras. So for example, the size of the chakra shows you how much energy is in each chakra. And then whether it's to the left or right shows you whether it's aligned to yin or aligned to yang. So you can see right now it is alignment is 93%. So it could have improvement. You can see the throat chakra is extra strong, and then maybe this one's a little bit weaker. Okay, so that's how you can see the alignment of your chakras. Yin and yang, you can see how balanced your yang and yin is. And that's based on the energy that's coming out of your organs, your heart, your lungs, the liver meridian, spleen, meridian, kidneys, pericardium, small intestine, large intestine, gallbladder, stomach, triple warmer, bladder energy. So that's all based on traditional Chinese medicine with the meridians in your body. Okay, and it also shows you your energy level, okay, emotional pressure, whether you are calm, optimal, anxious, stressed, heightened, or just like too much pressure. And energy, it shows you low, lower, optimal, heightened, high. Shows you the symmetry, how balanced you are from left to right. Shows you how balanced your organs are. And it shows you your health status. So each one of these lines on the circle is one of your meridians or one of your organs. And then how far out it is determines how much energy it is. So if it's too close to the center, that means that it is not healthy and it's very weak on energy. So ideally, you can click on here, you can see optimally you want to be at where the green line is. Okay, so you can see whether you're balanced on the left or right. And energy reserve, you can see how much energy reserve, so 85%. So optimal energy reserve, once again, is right in there in the optimal level. And maybe let's see, I was too active with the throat. Maybe I'm talking too much, so you got too much energy there, and probably not enough energy. Well, it looks pretty good. Maybe too much energy in some places. Okay, so the cool thing is that you can do one of these tests, and then later on in the day, you can do, after you do some training or after you do some meditation, you can do another one and you can compare. So let's just select these two, click on compare, and then we go here and then we compare them. You can see if there's any change. So this was, let's see, we did this on, yeah, so about an hour later, I did some meditation. I used some of the technology with my life force harmonizer technology, and you can see that it balanced out my energy level. Now the energy is measured in joules. As you can see here on the left, it says 66 joules, 10 to the negative 2. So that's 0.66 joules of energy. Okay, and my energy level went up by 5 decajoules, you can call it. I think it's decajoules. Yeah. So it went up in energy, and the fullness, you can see it went up. And then some of the spikes are gone and kind of evened it out a bit. But in general, it had more energy. The balance usually goes down whenever you have a change in energy level because things are moving around. Eventually, it will balance out. So this is only just an hour later. Okay, and you can see the comparison of the energy fields and the chakras. Let's see, they get more aligned, less aligned. So yeah, it went less aligned. It was more aligned before, and then went less aligned. It went from 93 to 89, and that's pretty common. Whenever you increase your energy levels, it tends to throw off your chakras, tends to throw off your because you're creating movement inside of your chakras. So here's something interesting. So my emotional pressure went down. So I became more calm and more relaxed, and right in the perfect optimal position right there. Okay, so it was almost anxious and anxiety, and from the meditation and from my technology, I was able to bring it down to basically perfect. Energy went up, so I went to even a little bit heightened energy here. And like I said, my symmetry went down, but that's normal whenever there is a increase in energy. My organs became a little bit more balanced. And you can see it kind of balanced out my energy levels. Let's take a look at this. So on the left side, that's what's before, and this is after. So you can see how it became more round. So the rounder it is, the better. This means that your organs are more balanced. And the right side looks very good here. Before it was less than optimal here, but then after the session, it was like very optimal here on this side, almost perfect circle. My energy level went up. Before it was 85%, and then after that went up to 100% energy level reserve, which is great. So if you're low in energy, you want to have an energy charge. This is one good way of doing it. Is just by using this new technology I have right now. And the cool thing is that now there's no guesswork. It's not like, oh, I feel better, and then people can't really quantify it. Now you can see on the chart, you see exactly how much, by how many digits, by how many percent it improved. And here's the balance. So it'll highlight the ones that are a little bit less balanced, and the rest of them here you can see are balanced. Okay. So how this works is it takes pictures of your fingers, and in Chinese medicine, even in Ayurvedic medicine, your fingers, and if you divide your fingers into quadrants like this, into sections like a pizza, each part of your finger determines a certain part of your body. Okay, and depending on how much energy, so that's what this device does. This camera does is actually can capture the energy levels that are coming out of your fingers. Okay, so I'll go more into that in another lesson because it got a lot of technology behind it. But that's what it does. It can take a picture of the energy, electromagnetic energy coming from your fingers. Okay, and then here's the graph of the left energy level went up, front energy went up, right energy went up, alignment went down a bit. Okay. Yeah, so I just want to show you that so you can see what I mean about being able to increase your electromagnetic energy and be able to enhance your life force engine. And now we have technology that can show you exactly how to enhance it and what part of your body or meridian or chakra or organ needs extra energy or needs extra attention so that you can get that life force engine to work properly for you. Okay, so stay tuned and we're going to show you the level 3 of this prosperity pyramid. So here's level 3, the Metatron's success formula, how to transmute your thoughts into reality. So far we've been talking about the engine, and an engine is what you need in order to project, and in order to get the energy and convert it into kinetic energy, convert it into reality. So this is what we're doing in level 3. We're converting all your thoughts, all your dreams, all your aspirations into reality. Okay, and here's the steps that you need to do in order to do it. There's 6 steps. As you see in this diagram, it's got RIIPAE. And that stands for responsibility, identify, plan, evaluate, and repeat. Okay, so what's responsibility? Responsibility means that you need to take responsibility for yourself. No one's going to help you be successful. No one's going to help you to transmute your thoughts into reality except you. You need to take responsibility and to claim that for yourself and not rely on somebody else or count on something else. Okay. Number 2, you need to identify what you want. You're going to really think about what you really want. If you can't think of what you really want, then think about what you don't want, which is number 3. So identify what you want, identify what you don't want. Those are the 2 I's. And then number 4, make a plan. How are you going to achieve the next step? Make a plan. Okay, and then take action too. So once you make a plan, then you gotta take action. You gotta put the work into it. You need to do something. Take action. And then the next one is to evaluate, and the next one is to repeat. Okay, so it should be RIIPAE and another R. Well, it doesn't need to be, so you just repeat again. Go back to 1. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So what is Metatron? If you study Metatron's cube, it's based on this. You can see here, there's a cube here. If you look at that, there's a cube. That's the side of the cube. There's another side. That's the top of the cube. Now, if you connect all the lines together, you get something called the 5 different shapes in here. First of all, the first one is a triangle. That's obvious. And then you see in 3D, you can see the illusion of the, what do you call the equilateral triangle? I forgot what it's called. And, basically, it's a pyramid that is based on a triangle. And the next one you can see is the isosahedron and the dodecahedron. Well, basically, what all that means is that you can see the 3D shapes in there, and those shapes are the basis of the molecular structure of all atoms in existence. Okay, everything in that we know of exists based on those 3-dimensional shapes that show up in just this diagram here. Okay, so that's why I call it Metatron success formula, because there's 6 sides to this. And based on these 6 things, you can basically create anything that you want in the universe. Okay, you can, based on these things, you can transmute your thoughts into reality. Okay, so in future lessons, we're going to go into each one of these points on the Metatron success formula, each of the 6 points, and then go into detail how you can do each one of those things and how to make that work for you to help you to achieve your success. All right, so that's the prosperity pyramid. The first 3 levels is an overview of what you can do in order to achieve success and achieve prosperity. I've broken it down into the first 3 levels being your life force, how to generate life force, and then level 2, how to balance your mind, body, soul, and spirit as an engine, and how to gain success skills, and the Metatron success formula, the 6 steps for you to achieve success and put your vehicle into motion and to gain momentum so that you can achieve prosperity. So if you put all these levels together and have them working for you, then you can achieve prosperity automatically and effortlessly. And the basis of all this is life force. So make sure you come to my webinar to check out this new technology and new techniques that you can use to automatically gather life force and to build that life force that you need in order to be the foundation to achieve anything that you want and to manifest anything that you want in your life. So if you have questions, make sure you put them in the comment section and tell your friends about this video, share it with everybody that you know, and subscribe to this channel. Okay, so and make sure you show up to my webinar. It's coming up real soon on how you can use some technologies that have developed that help you to generate life force automatically without even lifting a finger. So we'll see you soon in the next lesson. And until then, use the force and prosper.